One of the highlights of the Sun Valley Summer Symphony season 3 years ago was a visit by the wonderful American soprano Deborah Voigt. It was a phenomenal time, and she graced us with a program of operatic arias. And I thought it would be so great to have her back at some point in the future. And I'm delighted to say that she's going to be our artist in residence this season and featured on our opening night at the Symphony. Deborah Voigt is known in many ways as a kind of an anti-diva. You know, she's incredibly natural and unfussy and just a delight to work with. I remember, you know, when she came 3 years ago, we had a meeting beforehand just to go over interpretations of the arias that she was doing, and I went into her dressing room, and I hadn't met her before, and I said, "Hi, Miss Voigt, I'm Alasdair Neale." She said, "Oh, call me Debbie." And I thought, oh, well, that's a great start. And so it was, and so it continued to be. I'm particularly happy that she's coming back and singing the repertoire that she is with us on opening night, which will be highlighted by the famous immolation scene from Wagner's Götterdämmerung. Debbie is, as many of you know, featured in the current Metropolitan Opera's production of Wagner's Ring Cycle, a brand new production with lots of hoopla about it. And she is the resident Brunhilde now at the Met and singing that role for the first time this season. So I think it's something of a coup that we've been able to get her singing this touch-tone scene from the opera where really she's hardly sung it anywhere else in the world. As I speak to you, it's March in Sun Valley, and she's just come off the first set of performances of that. She may be doing it a couple of times in Europe, but other than that, I think it's the first opportunity outside of New York that anybody in the States is going to be able to have to hear her sing this magnificent role. As I said, it's the immolation scene of Brunhilde, who is really the main character in Wagner's mammoth opera cycle of 4 operas. And this is the climactic scene. It essentially chronicles the destruction of the world of the gods, which has now become so decadent that it can't be sustained anymore. And by throwing herself and her horse on a funeral pyre and thus igniting the whole universe practically, Brunhilde commits an act not just of suicide but of renewal. By the destruction of the gods, the way is opened up for a new and hopefully better civilization. So you have, on the one hand, the very personal aspect of Brunhilde meeting her destiny and the larger ramifications of all that entails. It's a superb piece of drama. Wagner's powers were never greater than in this scene, and it also employs a massive orchestra to extraordinary effect. It's an incredibly moving and powerful experience, and I can't think of anybody better to be our guide through these waters than Debbie Voigt. Be there.